Darvin Ham and the Lakers talk the happiest of happy thoughts before another loss. We are going to catch up on some Dodgers offseason rumors, and the Galaxy have restructured MLS's worst defense from last season. Good morning. I'm James. This is your daily dose of sports and snark for the greatest sports scene in the world, Los Angeles. This is the faithful Angelenos Morning Report. So it is January 6th, 2024. Yes, January 6th. But if you are at this channel, while it is true that threats to democracy are important, they are not as important to us as threats to the LA Lakers. So let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about LA in general. If you like being in the know, clickety-clack the like button. Clickety-clack the subscribe button. There's a notification bell. Hit that to let you know we drop new content. Sharing is caring. Let people know we exist, and by all means comment. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Before we go through the news and notes, a look at the scoreboard. Here's a distressing quote, though, from LeBron James. "We just suck right now," unquote. Memphis 127, Lakers 113. Now, LeBron James did his part. He scored 31 points. Anthony Davis added 31. But the Lakers are now 2 games under 500, and there's not an end in sight to the suckitude. Meanwhile, Paul George sank 6 3-pointers. That was part of 24 points overall. Clippers 111, New Orleans 95. Meanwhile, today, both local Pac-12 teams are in action. Stanford is going to play at USC at 1 o'clock. California is at UCLA at 7. Well, let's get back to the Lakes. There's a day, just literally a day, after 2 reporters for The Athletic said that Darvin Ham is on the hot seat with the Lakers. And then a 3rd reporter from the very same news organization comes out and reports that Laker officials are now denying that Darvin Ham is on the verge of being fired as Lakers coach. Now, do you think that actually settled things down? Of course not. It's the Lakers. Drama just surrounds that team. It's bananas. There are people online who are creating clickbait articles of lists of potential shortlist candidates for who would replace Darvin Ham. So it doesn't matter what the Laker officials say. And I got to tell you, they really tried to strong-arm this narrative change. Even stranger, or worse, depending on how cynical you are, and I'm a pretty cynical guy, there's now talk of how Ham is, quote, aligned with Laker management. And if you're wondering why that sounds weird or worse, let me put it to you this way. When you start warping the English language to convince people that things are good, things are not good at all. Not in the slightest. It's like trying to say that you're aligned with your wife outside a divorce court, right? Now, Ham did say communication on the team is at a high level, whatever that means. And there's a whole lot of gossip and innuendo. And I'm just going to give you 3 very basic thoughts on the matter, just to kind of give you an idea of where things stand. 1, good luck trying to get any team to pay any sort of serious attention to the NBA in-season tournament next year. The Lakers were one of 2 teams that did, and look where it got them. They've been 3-10 ever since winning the damn thing. 2, one thing that Ham knows in his gut, and I give him credit for this, is that the Laker job always has drama. Always. It always goes back, it even goes back to the so-called Showtime era Lakers. If the Showtime era Lakers didn't have drama, HBO wouldn't have put together a series on the Showtime Lakers in the first place. Right? The Lakers are to the NBA what the Yankees are to Major League Baseball, what the Cowboys are to the NFL. Just a ton of fake news piled on pointless drama. That's what the Lakers are to the NBA. And if you think I'm wrong, answer me this. Why were there 3 scribes from The Athletic covering this story? And each of them with a different angle. right? Does that not sound like drama being created? So Ham gets that. And to his credit, he's not cracking under pressure, which I do respect. But having said that, here comes the third point. What are you going to do about it, coach? Because it's great that you're a stoic. It's great that you're standing face first into the storm, ready to take on all comers. But you've been given the tools to win. And you're not. I'm not saying you should be fired, Coach Ham. But you're the guy who's getting paid to solve these problems. Get to work. Longtime viewers of this program know that when I'm at home, as opposed to today at Saint Loser Misery, I have a big whiteboard behind me, and it's where I list all of the crazy, dumbass Dodger rumors from the scribes, right? I leave home, and at least one name is off the board, and possibly a few more. Michael Bradley retired from baseball. He got sick and tired of waiting for Andrew Friedman's phone call and said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna take my little bag of money that I got for my 15-year career, and I'm gonna coach Little League. And by the way, everything I said just there is exactly true. He's taking his 15-year career bag, and he's going to coach Little League. By the way, it's funny because he played for the Houston Astros, and I don't know how exactly do you teach third graders how to smack a trash can around? Anyone? Bradley retires with a .298 career average. He was also a 5-time All-Star. But that was not the only name bandied about yesterday who had been linked to the Dodgers in the past. These names are not officially off the list, to be clear. But Jim Bowden of The Athletic thinks the Japanese pitcher Shota Imanaga is not in the Dodgers' plans. Imanaga has 4 finalists, and the Dodgers aren't one of them. Also, another scribe suggests that current Chicago White Sox starter Dylan Cease is now just a possibility for the Dodgers, not an essential. So theoretically, other teams are going to try to pony up more. Also, starting pitcher Jordan Montgomery would prefer returning to Texas, which frankly, for him, makes a lot of sense. I mean, the Rangers did win the title. The Galaxy have officially added Japanese right back Miki Yamane on a 3-year deal. Now, we had spoken of him coming to America before to play for LA. So that's not the reason that I bring it up. The reason I'm bringing it up is because this pretty much completes a massive overhaul to the Galaxy back line and possibly in goal. 3/4 of the current projected starters for the Galaxy weren't starting for the team last year. Matter of fact, 2 of them didn't even consider playing in MLS until at that point last year. The lone holdover in terms of starting from last year is second-year player Jalen Neal. Now, for that matter, not just a changeover in the back line, there are many arguing that goaltender Jonathan Bond has played his way out of LA. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't. But they added a goalie, right? So you look at it and you ask yourself, what are the Galaxy looking for? What is this new look defense about? And I'm just going to speculate, because I think if you think this is going to go from worst to first in terms of defensive excellence, you're fooling yourself. Straight up. I think the Galaxy, honestly, are like, can we just at least get to middle of the pack? The Galaxy were the worst. They were the leakiest defense in MLS last year, and it wasn't even close. Not at all. They were the only team that came close to allowing 2 goals a game last year. In other words, if you played the Galaxy, and goals are hard to come by in soccer, that's one of the big knocks on the beautiful sport. If you played the Galaxy, you were in good position to pump in multiple goals on that defense. You cannot play for a defense like that and expect to keep your job. It flies in the face of common sense. So yeah, the Galaxy have rebuilt their defense. Let's all hope for mid. UCLA football has named Ken Niumatalolo, Navy's all-time coaching wins leader, by the way, to serve as the Bruins tight ends coach. Last year, he served as UCLA's director of leadership, which was kind of hilarious. Basically, it was a golden parachute make-work position created by Chip Kelly for a friend. Well, now that friend can actually pay back that debt and get on the field and coach. Niumatalolo replaces Jeff Ferris, who left the team so he could join Austin Peay. Wait, I read that wrong. He left to join Austin Peay as the head coach. My bad. Credit to Chargers wide receiver Joshua Palmer. He is going to play in the Chargers regular season finale instead of just saying, "Ah, to hell with it." I like that. I like the fact that he actually doesn't want, he's not looking out for numero uno on a really bad Chargers season. And that does matter because last week, rookie wide receiver Quentin Johnston was the number one receiver. That's too much to ask for a rookie. Unless, of course, it's like Calvin Johnson or something like that. Give Easton Stick at least one guy with experience to throw the football to, for Pete's sake. So yeah, I actually respect Joshua Palmer for coming through on that. Good for him. The LA Sparks have restructured their front office. Reagan Pebley was introduced as the new GM yesterday. She is a former WNBA player, longtime college coach. Here's the thing. Pebley is the team's third GM in as many years. Karen Bryant, who was the GM, she's shifting over to the business side. She was basically a little more than a numbers cruncher, though. Let's not just make her just that. She did land Kurt Miller as coach last year. Now, having said that, though, building a team seemed to be more on Coach Miller last year than it was Bryant. Miller needs another voice to bounce ideas off of, and vice versa. I'm assuming that's why Pebley's coming in. Now, the Sparks can actually turn around relatively quickly. They hold 2 first-round picks in the upcoming WNBA draft, and that also includes the 2nd pick overall. Angel City FC continued to solidify or stabilize its defense. They signed Megan Reed a day after they regained the services of Elizabeth Eddy. So theoretically, stability in Angel City, where there really wasn't any with the Galaxy. So there's that. But you let me know what you think in the comments thread. Talk to me about Darvin Ham and if you actually do believe that the Lakers believe in him. Talk to me about what you think the Dodgers might do, or if, for that matter, if the Galaxy actually can do something else other than fish the ball out of their own net. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We're talking LA sports every single day here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelenos is a Kian Corte El Queso production. Take care.